Good morning friend, welcome back to Information Technology lesson number 5, database concept using LibreOffice base. In these lectures you are going to learn introduction to data model, relational data model, keys in relational database. So let's start. Introduction to data model. Data model defines how the logical structures of a database is modeled. Data model defines how data is connected to each other and how they are processed and stored inside the system. Different type of DBMS are available and their classifies is done based on the underlying data model. There are many type of data models such as relational data model, network data model, hierarchical data models, object oriented data model, entity relationship data model, etc. In this book we are introducing relational data model. So what is relational data model? The most commonly used data model is relational data model. The most commonly used data model is relational data model. The DBMS following relational data model is called as Relational Database Management Systems, RDBMS. It is specifically designed for relational database. A relational database refers to a database that store data in a structure format using rows and columns, and this makes it easy to locate and access specific values within the database. It is a relational because the value within each table are related to each others. Tables may also be related to other tables. In relational model, tables are called relation that store data for different column, and each table can have multiple column where each column's name should be unique. Each row in a table represent a related set of value. Let us now understand the commonly used terminology in a relational data model. The first we are going to learn that is called attribute. Attributes, the characteristics or the parameter for which data are to be stored in a relation. The column of relations are the attribute, which are also referred as a field. In a database or in a table, the columns are also called as the attribute, also called as the field, which contain the informations. Looking at the fields, we can understand what type of informations is stored in that particular attribute or particular field or particular column. Next is tuple. Tuple means record. Each row of data in a relation table is called a tuple. In a table within column, a tuple is a relationship between them related values. In a table, the record called tuple. The record is made up of various fields in a table. The full informations of particular columns, very different columns called as the tuple, also called as the record. The next terminology in relational data is domain. It is a set of values from which an attribute can take a value. In each row, usually a data type is used to specify a domain for an attribute. So every attribute has some predefined value scope known as attribute domain. For example, in student relation, The attributes roll number takes integer value, and hence it is domain is a set of integer value. The next one is degree. The number of attributes in a relation is called the degree of that relation, and the cardinality, the number of tuple in a relation, is called the cardinality of the relation. So my dear students, in the relationship, if you catch the particular tables, the table should contain the field, and the table is containing the fields means that are called columns, and each record in a table called as the tuple. For example, in the student table, roll number, name, city, branch code, mobile number, these are called fields, and all these field also called as the attribute. And under that field, what type of information we enter, and that informations including all the fields, for example roll number 101, name, Amai, city, Solapur, branch code, CS, and mobile number, so and so. So this full information called as the record or the tuple. So every table there is a primary key. Without primary key and the foreign key we cannot create a relationship. To create a relationship between two tables we need a primary key and a foreign key. So we can easily create a relationship between the table. If the relationship is there between the table can share the informations. So information can go in both the tables, otherwise both the table will remain separate. So let's see what are the different keys we need to create a relationship. So keys in a relational database. The tuple within a relation must be unique. In the relation database, the record must be unique. It means no two tuple in a relation should have same value for all attribute. Once again I repeat, the tuple within a relation must be unique. It means no two tuples in a relation should have same value for all attribute. That is, there should be at least one attribute in which data is unique and not null. So we can uniquely identify each tuple of a relation. So relational data model imposes some restrictions on the value of the attributes and how the content of one relation be refer from another relation, and these restrictions are specified at the time of defining the database through different type of keys. So what are the different type of keys we need to create a relationship? The first keys we are going to learn today, that is called candidate keys. A relation can have one or more attributes that takes unique value. Any of these attribute can be used to uniquely identify the tuple in the relation, and such attributes are called candidate keys. As each of them are candidate for the primary key. In the table students, I already explained you the relation student has 5 attributes. For example, this roll number, then name, city, branch code, and mobile number. So roll number and the mobile number always take unique value. It cannot be same number. Roll number, once the student get, the other student will not get the roll number. Similarly, the mobile number also the same. The other person will not get a same mobile number. So no two students will have same roll number or same mobile number. Hence these two attributes are the candidate keys, as they both are candidate for primary key. Now what is primary key? The primary key is the unique key. Also, out of one or more candidate keys, the attribute used to uniquely identify the record in a relation is called as the primary key of that relations. In a table you are going to find out the particular record, then we need to set a primary key in the relations in that particular tables, so we can easily identify the record in a relation is called the primary key of that relation. Next, composite primary key. If no single attribute in a relation is able to uniquely distinguish the tuple, then more than one attribute are taken together as a primary key, and such primary key consisting of more than one attribute is called composite primary key. When the attributes are taken together as a primary key and the primary key consisting of more than one attribute is called composite primary key. Then what is foreign key? A foreign key is used to represent the relationship between two table. A foreign key is an attribute whose value is derived from the primary key of another relation. This means that any attribute of a relations which is used to refer contents from another relation becomes a foreign key. If it is referred to the primary key of reference relation, the referencing relation is called foreign relationship. When we create a relationship between two tables and we drag the common field from the first table to the second table, then we create a primary key and the foreign key, and there is a primary key and foreign key. That's why we can create a relationship between this table. So in this student table, branch code is a foreign key in a student relation, whereas it acts as a primary key also. In a branch relation, student relation is called as a reference relation and the branch relation is called as a foreign relations. So these are different type of keys: candidate keys, primary key, composite primary key, foreign key. This all keys require when we create a relational database between the two tables. As well as the terminologies in the relational data model we have learned, that is attribute. What is attribute? In the column, the field called as the attribute. In the table, the record called tuple, as well as the domain for a specific data type used for the attribute. So every attribute has some predefined value scope known as a domain. For example, student relations, the attribute roll number take integer value and hence its domain is set of integer value. Degree, the number of attributes in relations is called the degree, and the cardinality, the number of tuples in the relationship is called the cardinality of the relation. As well as we have learned the relational data model. Most commonly used data model is a relational data model, the DBMS. And in the DBMS, the relational data model is called as relational database management system, and it is specifically designed for relational database. A relational database refers to a database that stores data in a structured format using rows and columns. So in the next lectures we are going to learn three type of relationship. They are one-to-one relationship, one-to-many, and many-to-many relationship. In one-to-one relationship, a row in a table can have only one matching row in a table. One-to-many relationship, in this most common relationship type is one-to-many, means in this type of relationship a row in a table can have one or many matching rows in a table. And many to many relationship, a row in a table can have many matching rows in a table in other table, and vice versa. A many to many relationship could be thought of as two one to many relationship linked by an intermediary tables. So these all three type of relationship we are going to learn in the next lecture. So I hope you understood all these type of different type of keys, as well as the terminologies relational data model, and what is data model introductions and relational data model.